this thing on. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, you're tuned into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming, live on Twitch. And you're tuned in to Bose 831 Gaming's Farming Simulator 22 Twitch live stream series. We're playing Farming Simulator 22 Premium Edition, and we're on the Alma, Missouri map. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Before we get started, I'm just going to do a little bit of setup. We're basically picking up from where we left off in the last episode. I did attempt to continue with the pellet harvesting off camera, but I really didn't make a whole lot of progress. But we did do some. I did get some pellet harvesting done, but we're still in the process of turning our straw bales into raw material, and then turning that raw material into straw pellets. So I still have my same leased vehicles and all of my equipment, and I'm still continuing with the process that you saw me doing at the end of the last episode in the series. And right now, I don't want to do that much while it's dark, so this will probably be my last attempt, at least on this particular monthly cycle of doing this particular task, and then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to turn in the lease equipment or keep it, and then we'll do one more harvest. I'll probably just go ahead and turn everything in, and we'll work on this again off camera, and hopefully this time I'll be able to do so off camera, and we'll make some more progress with what we're doing, because we did make enough space to get the grass bales into the silo, and that was one of the objectives that we wanted to achieve. We still need to get rid of a lot of the extra straw bales that we have, because we don't really need to have that many straw bales in storage. Because when we have that many straw bales in storage, we're basically sitting on money that could be used elsewhere. So that's why we're turning as many of those straw bales as we can stand into straw pellets, and then selling those straw pellets here. Let's sell this load. We're at 66%. Let's do it. Should give us a little bit of change there. And then I think since we're already operating at night, and you know I don't like to operate at night because it can be difficult to see depending on what platform you're watching this series on, and the quality or the resolution of the video that you're streaming. And since I don't at this time stream in 4K, I want to make sure that everyone watching has the opportunity to see the quality video. So I try to stream as little as possible at night, although sometimes there's no way around it, and this is one of those particular scenarios. Alright, so we got our account balance up to $953,969, still not anywhere close to ideally where I would like it to be. I want to purchase a lot more equipment. I think one of the things that I think I'm going to work on is picking up the Chrome Big M mower, and use that for my mowing operation, since we now own massive grass fields. I think that would be to my advantage to just get a dedicated piece of mowing equipment and not use my tractors as much for mowing, and then that'll eliminate the need for me at this time also necessarily buying a high-end big tractor to operate my mowers. I could just buy a Big M and be done with it, and still have the ability to fast mow. All right, so with all that being said, we're going to go over here to the farmhouse, and before we move on to the next day, the first thing I want to do is make sure, take a peek at my lease equipment. And I think we can go ahead and safely return all of our lease equipment back into the shop, and we'll pick all of this activity back up at another time. Alright, so that's all of our lease equipment for right now, and we're going to go ahead and advance to the next day. And hope like heck I didn't miss anything critical that I needed to do as far as my farming operations are concerned. Alright, so now we're on day 1 in October, and let's take a peek at where we're at. I guess as always, the first order of operations is to tend to the animals, so let's start there. And first I have to get a bead on my TMR mixer. Here we go. And we start off by dropping off the TMR for our cows. Okay, and I'm going the long way around here, so let's see if we can squeeze in here. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so let's drop off some TMR for the cows. Man, I'm just struggling with these turns already. Alright, so TMR. And this is not the old cow barn, this is the cow barn. Alright, so these cows are good for now. We just need to bring them some straw and they'll be in good shape. So what I'll go ahead and do at this point, let's pull out a single straw bale and go ahead and get the straw taken care of. So I guess pull out one straw bale. I don't think these are liftable, so I have to grab my my small tractor with the bale forks, and we'll go grab that straw bale. And we'll bring it over to the cow barn. And we'll sit it down and let it unload automatically. And then take a peek, and we'll see the cows have all the straw they need, so we can pick it back up and put it back in storage. Alright, there we go. And that's one straw bale down. Alright, now our next order of operation. Let's check on the chickens. Chickens could be topped off. We'll use the Mahindra for that. So let's go grab the Mahindra. We'll go grab a little bit of sorghum and top off our chicken feed. And we're going to go grab some sorghum from our grain silos. Okay, dears. Just run right in front of me, why don't you? But that's also art imitating life, because deer are just that brilliant in real life. Alright, so we got the chicken feed taken care of. And we could drop the leftovers back into the grain silo. There we go. Unload that. I think that's the only task we need a Mahindra for at the moment, so we'll go ahead and park it for the moment. And we may come back to you in just a bit. And I think before we leave this locale, let's go ahead and handle everything that we can do at this farm. So I just made a false statement. We are not done with the Mahindra. I'm going to go ahead and work on our greenhouses as well. So let's grab a little manure and we'll top off our manure for our greenhouses. And I probably should have took a look before we started this process to see if what I'm doing is even efficient given the max capacity of the Mahindra for storage. So let's take a peek at that before I make sure I'm not committing myself to 1,000 trips here. So let's see here. Okay, so not too bad. Okay. So I'll make a few trips, but not that many. Alright, so let's grab some more manure. Alright, so that manure pit is full, and now we can work on the second one. It's the same process, rinse and repeat. And I'll probably have to make the same number of trips, about 3 trips. Unless we run out of manure first. The max capacity for the manure for the Mahindra is 1,380 liters. Alright, let's see here. Couple of more trips and we should be good to go. Let's see how we're progressing here. Alright, that looks like it got it done. Yeah, and we can see that greenhouse manure is full. The other greenhouse fruits manure is happy. So we can drop our leftovers back into the manure pit. Alright, and we're done with the manure for the greenhouses, but next up is the primary ingredient for the greenhouses, and that's water. So we're going to go ahead and grab our water tanker and top off the water for all of my greenhouses. And then we'll do a little horseback riding after that. And that should take care of everything we need to do on this farm at the moment. Keeping in mind that I have not checked on my fields yet, so I still may be other actions I need to take on my fields. Alright, so we're going to go to the fire hydrant, grab a little water. Alright, that greenhouse is full. Got one more to do. And that should wrap up our process. But it looks like we're going to need at least one more load of water before we can say we're fully complete here. We'll grab one more trailer load of water. She's good and full. And come back at it. Alright, and I think that might just do it. See, no more spare capacity for water. Awesome. So the greenhouses are good to go. And I'm just going to go ahead and top the trailer off for future use. Alright, that's everything we needed to do with the Mahindra for right now. So we're going to go ahead and park the water trailer and the Mahindra. And give them a little bit of a rest for the moment. We might need to haul her back into duty temporarily here once we check on our pig farm, but for now she's good to go. Back her up out of the way. And let's take a walk over to our horse barns and go, well, our horse stable, and go work with our horses. Interesting. I don't see either one of them outside of the gate, so we gotta see if we can navigate getting one of these guys out of the building. And there we go. All right, so we're off riding. I'm gonna take a little bit of a different route today, just so you can kind of see some of the countryside. Alright, looks like we got cotton growing across the road there. And we'll just take a canter down to the bridge and then see what's happening with these other two crops on each side of the road. And then we'll start making our way back to the main farm, because that gets us right at around 50% over here. And it looks like, not sure what crop that is. Too early to tell. And it looks like this is a grass field here, it looks like. Alright, so we're headed back to the main farm. In fact, we're going to do some little stunt horse riding here. Let's do a fence jump. Alright, so that's one horse down, one to go. We'll go ahead and hop off. And let's see where the other fella's at. If I find her. She's in one of those odd spots, and we may have to reset her. It looks like we've had the unfortunate luck of both horses spawning in a less than ideal spot this time around. And maybe something for future reference, or a future update for this mod, where it doesn't spawn the horses in locations where it's pretty much impossible for us to ride the horse out of the location that they're stored at. And where's the other? Oh, it's all the way down here. Yep, that's insane. So let's ride her. Do that reset Taylor. Yeah, we're gonna have to play around with it a little bit until we get the horses reset to where they need to be. Alright, so we got that one out. And okay, so they're both spawned at a different location, so hopefully they're both now on the other part of the stable so we can do some riding. So let's see. Okay, and this is the horse we need at the moment, Star. And of course Star spawned in a spot that I still can't safely move about, can I? Let's see. Nope. Collision on this piece of equipment here is too great. I can't turn, I can't navigate around it. Let's see. Nope. Alright, so I'm back to square one with that. Alright, there we go. Finally. Same deal. We're gonna do a little different route. I think we'll take Star the opposite direction for a little bit and circle back around to the main farm. Alright, once we get close to 50%, that's when we start to circle back around. In fact, we'll ride this trail a little bit and then cut through this particular field and make our way back to the stable. And by the time we get back to the stable, we should be right at, or close to 100% riding. And then all we need to do from that point is just clean the horses up. So we only got 2 horses. We don't have to worry too much about depleted supplies, because 2 horses are not even going to make a dent in those supplies for a considerable amount of time. So you don't have to worry about the horses being resupplied as much as the other animals. Alright, there we go, 100% riding. We'll go ahead and hop off. And now let's go ahead and get both of the horses cleaned. And that should do it. We just still want to go to our animals and double check to make sure everything's good and we didn't miss anything with them. And Taylor and Star are both looking good. We're only at 5 months old, so we got a long way to go before we'll be having any baby horses running around. Alright, so we're ready to move on to the next phase of the operation. So let's go ahead and drive our mixing wagon. Actually, we'll mix here. Make it simpler. Alright, so we need 1 square bale of hay. Oops. That was not my intention. I'm going to put these hay bales back in storage. I only need 1 square bale of hay. Alright, there we go. And then we need one straw bale. And then we need silage. And 1 silage bale, and we'll start there. Looks like we need to hit the silage and the straw first before we get the hay. Alright. And there's your silage. And let's go ahead and throw some straw in the mix. Finally, we can add a little hay, and that should balance us back out. Alright, we got our TMR. And we got one bale that's not liftable, so I'm gonna grab my little bale fork tractor here and move that bale back into storage. Alright, so we're good to go there, so let's go ahead and take our TMR mixer on the road trip. And next stop is the old cow barn, because we still got some things we need to do there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, crash counter +1. Got a little sideways there. That's why, folks, don't ever do distracted driving, because that's what can happen if you drive while distracted. Alright, we have arrived, so let's make our way to the cow barn. Or at least the cow feeding enclosure. And, well, of course I snagged the vehicle on the corner, trying to make it turn in. Alright, and then we got TMR. Alright, that's everything we got. So how much do we have left? Looks like we're right on the edge of maxing out. So we'll still go ahead and mix another batch of TMR. So let's pull out all of our necessary materials. As we know by now, it's straw, one silage bale for starters, and then a little hay. Alright, so we got all our building blocks for a successful TMR mix operation, so let's see how far we can get with it. Turn our mixer on. We'll grab our straw first. And that should get it started. And then we'll do our hay. Alright, we reach that mark. And then we'll do silage. Back to our hay. Then back to our straw. And then we need to pull out another silage bale. And then park it on the silage bale. Alright, and we have our TMR. So we can go ahead and put these other two bales back in the storage. Okay, where we're at, we need to do the water for our cows. we're done there. And let's close the gate, even though it doesn't really matter. These are free range cows. Next thing we need to do is see if we can drop a straw bale. Let's see, I found one that was light enough that I can lift it, and we'll go ahead and drop that in. Let the cows take that, and straw is covered. We'll drop this bale back into the bale silo. And cows are good to go, chickens are good. Last animal we need to check up on is our pig barn. Alright, the pig farm looks okay. I'm not going to mess with it for right now. Alright, so let's take a peek at our production chains and see if we have any issues there. Corn dryer looks to be in good shape. Bakery has everything that it needs for the right now. Alright, grain mill looks to be okay. Dairy, excuse me, looks to be okay. And pig feed, that's at a standstill, but that's okay for right now. Oh, looks like that needs potatoes, so we can probably top off the supplies for in fact, let's go over here. Let me take a look. I don't have any vehicles out here, do I? I just got a wagon. Alright, let's see where we're at on our crops. Looks like our corn is ready to harvest. So we need to get that taken care of. Let's grab our harvester. And we need a corn header for the harvester. So we'll grab that as well. Corn header, the harvester, and we'll make our way over to that particular field. So we got a long ride ahead of us here. Just everyone just strap in and we'll get there eventually, but we got a little bit of traveling to do. Max out at 20 miles an hour, so that's what it's going to be. So it'll take us a few minutes to get to our big farm. Daisy, price counter +2. Alright. Just about halfway there. But again, 20 miles an hour, so gotta factor that in. Now you can see the farm up on the horizon. We're almost there. As we're riding along at this super fast speed. About to make it here. Okay. I just realized we have a problem here, Houston. We have trees in our field that were not there before. 2, in fact. Alright, let's see if we can work around that issue for now, but we're going to have to address that issue immediately. I don't know why I'm just now seeing this. Seems to be in harvest. Big tree there. Might be an issue there. Yeah, we're already gonna run into problems. Looks like I'm gonna have to delete these trees first. Yeah. It's not gonna work. Alright. We have a problem. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna need to lease a modded piece of equipment and make our way over to that farm and address that tree situation the best way we know how. Actually, let's also grab a trailer here just in case. I don't know if we'll need it, but that big tree might produce enough material that we may need to unload the equipment. So we're gonna have to make a trip around the world, unfortunately, where we can finish one process or the other. So our first stop is the shop, and we're gonna lease a very familiar piece of equipment. And you'll see once we get there, because this is live, I can't do a jump cut, which is normally what would happen in this situation. So we're going to have to make the full trip all the way around the map, basically. I can't get too upset about it, because at some, I still would have had to grab the tractor and trailer for unloading the corn. So I still would have done at least part of this process we're doing now. It's just this whole tree removal thing. I really don't know what's up with that. The trees in the field, and I don't know why I didn't see that before, catch that before. Okay, so here we are at the shop. And let's grab the items that we need. And we're going to start with... Oh, I didn't even check the used vehicles. Alright. That semi-truck might be of use. $21,000. Alright, we already got a... Except this is a round baler. We had the fast bill, so that's nothing we'll need right now. Alright, but going to our shop, we want to look for the tree devourer. I forget which category it's in. I want to say it's under build systems. Nope. It's under forestry equipment, maybe. Yep, there it is, devour trees. And we'll do the Unreal configuration. Lease. And we'll make our way over to And that's crazy that I missed those trees like that. I don't. And I've been on that field. I've been working, and now see I gotta. When I get a moment, I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of my recent videos when we were on that that part of the map, and gonna figure out why I didn't notice those that we had full-fledged trees in our field at that point. Because I just so focused on whatever I was doing on the farm that I just didn't see a giant, two big trees affecting my field. And those trees had to be dropped in after the map update. Because normally it's not like me to miss pretty obvious things like that. And again, it's just been one of these long travel nights tonight. Alright, finally, we made it. Finally. Jeez Louise. Alright, let's start with tree number 1. Full pipe. Let's get this thing cleaned up. We have one large tree and one small tree. And we got 2 more offenders here. And I was correct in my assessment that I was going to need a larger vehicle. I mean, my trailer for dealing with the material that is generated from the larger trees. Alright, is that everything? Alright, now let's see if we can get back to the task at hand as far as harvesting goes. Unfortunately, I don't have a fast farming setup for it. This is something I'm definitely going to have to take into consideration because I think there is a fast farming header that is available for corn harvesting or something. Dial that up for future reference. So this will be the last time we ever be this slow while harvesting corn. This is the realistic way it will happen. For some interesting time and gameplay, we're going to grab one of the modded versions of this header. That is going to place an order for it as soon as we finish here. Swap this version of the header out for the fast one version of the header and just have that at this point going forward when we need it. Next time around. This right here is like exciting as can be, and normally wouldn't matter that much to me. I'm sure if you're some of you guys watching, like, I don't know, enjoy watching just Asian kind of sort of gameplay, or you want to see the fast action stuff. But if you're on this channel, must mean that you're into both processes, or any kind of that assumption. Either farmers are a fan, or farmers are a player, or a bit of both. It certainly would have been great if I had fast farming header on this harvest. Alright, while that's going on, we can go ahead and work on getting the updated header, but let me make sure we grab the right piece of equipment. So we want the DMAT 8, but we want the fast farming version of it, and that's a Capello DMAT 8. So we want to go to the shop and we want to look under headers, corn headers, and we want the DMAT 8, but not the standard version. We want the modded version of it. And so we want the ones that say the 2 height control for headers mod. And this is the version that we want to go ahead and buy. And we'll buy that, and that'll be at the shop. But I'm not going to send you guys to the torture of going there. I think that piece of equipment. Actually, though, I could send a tractor to go grab it and not have to worry too much about speed issues. In fact, let's see here. So this is just an idea, but we're going to try this on for size while we're waiting on the worker to do his little thing. No, actually, I'm still doing this backwards. So this idea that I'm thinking we actually need to do it with a different tractor. We actually need to do it with the tractor on site. That way we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak. Well, that's a very bad saying, isn't it? Because you don't really necessarily want to be killing birds just all willy-nilly like that. And we're just testing this theory out real time, and if it's a fail, it's going to be a pretty miserable fail, because that means we're going to at least have to release a weight or something. But you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm thinking here in just a few moments once we get back to the shop. I just realized we're still having a couple of brain malfunctions, so we gotta make a little money while we're on this route as well. And I just realized that. So by the time we get this all figured out, this guy is totally gonna be done. So I should have bought the trailer with me. Go ahead and sell those wood chips on the way to the shop. Alright, so take a unrealistic shortcut here. Not going to make a ton of money off of wood chips, but you can make some money, so something's better than zero. So we're going to go do a little 4-wheel in here. But we don't get stuck in a ditch. So we're moving. We're going to pass the sawmill on the way over to the shop, so we might as well just go ahead and sell these little 1 or 2 wood chips we got over at the sawmill on the way back over to the shop. I'm not sure. Well, why does it seem like this ride is taking longer? Should be knocking this thing out because we're doing much faster than a little 20 miles an hour we were doing with the harvester. Excuse me. Alright, finally we can see some relief in the horizon. Alright, here's our wood chip sell point. So we're going to detour over there and sell our wood chips. Excuse me. That should net us a few dollars. It's not registering or anything. It's not giving me like any little tip indicators or something, and that makes me a little nervous because I don't want to just dump them out all willy-nilly. I'm not sure where the tipping point is at. Got nothing. All right. That's highly unusual. Not getting anything anywhere. Normally when you got a sell point, you'll get a notification or pop-up to let you know that the spot you're at will accept what it is you're trying to sell. But nothing happening. Changing the tip side indicator doesn't do anything for me either. So don't let me confused on this one, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen. So much for simple. Alright, no trigger points popping, so I have no earthly idea what the HE double hockey sticks is going on now. And to say that's not a bit annoying would be an understatement of the year. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, where's the wood chips at on this menu? Okay, I went down the whole menu and I don't see the wood chips. When you know we got a wood chip sell point on the map. Okay. Apparently, that's not the sell point. Alright, so diner restaurant is the sell point. That makes No sense when you got one at the sawmill. Really, I really don't understand that, but table that concern for the moment. Even though the trigger's there, apparently you can't sell wood chips there. It's a bit odd, but it is what it is. Alright, you can see the train just passed through, so coming through just in time. Alright, let's see if we can sell our wood chips here as indicated by the prices menu, or that's also a misnomer. Alright, apparently such is the case. So selling to the diner, selling wood chips to the diner it is. Actually, that's $17,345 plus another $585. That's more than what I was expecting from the wood chips. We'll take it. Alright, my theory is a miserable fail. I was hoping we could use the there's a 3-point hitch here and carry this header back to the harvester, but that won't work. So a good thought, but didn't apply the way I thought it might. Alright. So we made that drive for almost for nothing. We did get one good thing out of it. We got to sell the wood chips and actually sell them for more than I thought we would. So that's something we're just going to have to handle off camera. Getting that header back to the farm. But you know, that's cool. You learn something new every day. And what did we learn today, boys and girls? That even though you have a wood chip sale point on the farm, it doesn't mean that you can sell wood chips at that sale point. I should say a wood chip sale point on the map, not on the farm. course, by the time we get back to the farm, our harvester guy will probably be done, given all the time we took messing around with all these different things. But it is what it is. Give us one other thing to do this episode. And once we finish harvesting, we do need to check a few other things concerning our other fields to make sure we don't miss any timelines for any other things we need to do on our other fields, especially taking the precision farming requirements into consideration. And we're still early on in the month of October here. It looks like I arrived just in time. The worker's full, so he's going to need to unload them. So let's go ahead and handle that. Because this corn's not going far. Alright, this unload process takes quite some time, huh? Alright, there we go, finally. If we were playing, or attempting to play realistically, this is another thing we do. This is kind of how this operation would look in real life. Let's unload. And any extra material can go into the grain silo. That's what we're doing. Alright, well, let's take a peek at our precision farming numbers to see what we got going on here. 7777. Still 97 on the oat. 76 on the grass. What's hurting, what's killing us on that one? Nitrogen scores. 76 on the wheat. Also looks like nitrogen. Alright. And over on these other fields, these are going to be 39 until we do a harvest proper. I don't know why this one's 40, because this, well, I guess all of these, yeah, this is all new. These fields I haven't done a harvest here, so those numbers will adjust once we do the harvest, but then the other 280s over here for I do the nitrogen levels. All right. But our wheat field, let me check something real quick. Let's hop over here real time and take a little stroll, if you will, over to our wheat field so I can see what it says on the field real time via the field information dialog. And you can see the pH value is okay. It actually says the nitrogen is perfect. So the pH is your lime. So I'm getting a little bit of conflicting information here. So not super happy about that. Alright, let's go to the crop calendar. I want to make sure we're not missing any windows for planting. Alright. So we're still at the tail end of planting windows for wheat and barley. Also for grass, alfalfa, which is in the same category as grass, as well as oilseed radish. Alright, Howard. Let's finish your task. It looks like you did a clean job, so I can't argue with those results. Harvest over here. We're going to drive the harvester to the shop header, but that's something we'll do with later and off camera. Unload the rest of our corn. We're done here, the corn at least. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and work on getting our pig food operations back operational. So we're going to grab a few potatoes, get those unloaded. See if we can get this mix all balanced out here. So mostly potatoes. Order some potatoes and that'll get us started. So let's go ahead and purchase potatoes. I'm going to top off everything, so let's do a little bit of shopping here. We still have the buy anything silo here, so we'll start potatoes. Our modest 3,000 started. We'll up to like 40. We're gonna do this for every component of the mix, pig food mix that's kind of low, or at least has depleted resources. Just basically top everything off. So probably another 50,000 and we'll be done there. It's safe, we'll say another 45. And that cost us another 8 grand. And that didn't quite hit it, so we got probably another 5 or 10,000 and we'll have it, I think. Should have went for 50. And we'll be hitting those numbers for all of the other crops, so this should just about wrap that part up. And then just keeping in mind what's the next ingredient: potatoes, corn, wheat. 15,000 liters, it looks like is what we're gunning for. We're gonna roll for 20. I know we got wheat at the main farm, but by the time we drive all the way over to pick it up, well, you get it. Get the idea, general idea. Alright, now wheat's pretty expensive. Alright, that's one crop. Alright, who else is up next? We'll do the canola. Oh, canola is even more expensive. That would send us back 12 grand just for that little small dose. Alright, so what's our next crop? Sorghum. Alright, 10 grand for sorghum. Alright, we got 2 more crops to go, barley and soybeans. Alright, so let's do soybeans first, since that's the first one that pops up on the menu. That's the most expensive crop yet, 16 grand for that little dose. The last one is barley, and barley should be cheaper, one would think. Let's find out. It's barley. 6,000, so barley was definitely much cheaper. Alright, let's unload. Some stuff. So now with all that done, we should have our pig food here now, getting produced. And we can take an order of pig food, and I can use that to go feed the pigs with what we have available. After topping that off, we still have leftovers, so we can put those back in the salad. Alright folks, and we're coming up on the end of tonight's live stream episode. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and checking me out. Like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, you've been tuned in to another episode of Bose 831's Gaming Twitch live stream series, named Farming Simulator 22. We're on the premium edition, and we're on the Alma, Missouri map. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. By the way, let me know. I'm Bose 831 Gaming on most of your major social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. All episodes of my Twitch live stream series will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety, unless you have crazy stuff happen like we had last episode with all the random drops, power drops, and whatever issues I was having here at home. In order to circumvent that today, just to keep it from potentially happening, I have not been. Usually, I use my PC to kind of monitor my live while I'm running my live, and just kind of decrease the risk of that potentially happening. Today, I use my phone to kind of monitor my live as it's happening. So while we're looking here, I guess we can go ahead and sell that on items corn headers. We could sell the non-fast farming version of the header. Typically we want to prepare it before we sell it, but I'm not even going to worry about it this time. Get a little bit more money back. I'm going to go ahead and make the trek back to the shop with the harvester so that we can pick up the new header. And next time we do corn or sunflowers at some point down the road, we won't be moving at the slowest speed possible. We'll be moving at the fastest speed possible. Looks like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all we got for tonight. So as we rock and roll down the information highway here, we'll get to the shop, and eventually we'll get to the shop and we'll pick up that header, and we'll get that bad boy up to the main farm, and we'll be fast farming going forward. On the shopping spree, kind of listen to pocket a little bit. We won't be making any major farm purchases, I don't believe, other than leasing equipment that we need when necessary. I still got a few straw bales I can get rid of, but we'll need to lease a couple of those pieces of equipment you saw me using at the beginning of tonight's episode to realize that process. That's it. We're at the top of the hour. So that's just about going to do it. Again, we've been tuned in to Bose 831 Gaming, Farming Simulator 22 Twitch live stream series. And we're playing Farming Simulator 22 Premium Edition. And we're in the Alma, Missouri map. Catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, everybody.